It is a Monday evening and time for Soccer Zone. Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs lead the league. Mamelodi Sundowns, are they conceding too many goals? And what's happening at the bottom of the log? All of that coming up in the next hour. And of course, Sukuna Futike get WAFCON. Sinike ona kamnandi ke la khaya. Sanike uqala wazwayo phela umsebenzi. But before we go there, Mahuta's here, Jabzin is here, Mazola as well as the referee are here. And I want to speak to you guys about something. Khona ibali elabhalwa once Christian ebhala ke incwadi yengane wayibiza the ugly duckling. Mongazi ke ukuthi iduckling yini khona idada nehanisi. Idada ileli lincanyana ngomzimba nali lisemanzini. Ihanisi ileli limhlophe elikhulu. Kodwa ke kule bali lengane elaxoshwa yena ke libhalwa yena uHansi uthi ihanisi leli lalamba namadada. Konke lali yakhona abantu bethi hey lalibi nali idada. Alifanele ukuthi libe la ngoba libi kakhulu lathi idada ihanisi leli mhla lithola umndeni wamahanisi yilala bonakala khona ukuthi hayi cha lihle ngempela ngoba ke selilafa neke libe khona. And that is the story of the ugly duckling. Being at the wrong place with the wrong people will always compete and you'll never win because awukho endaweni right. Only Mazola would know that story because he went to the fancy schools where they spoke proper English and spoke about the ugly duckling. Jabzin and Mahuta, perhaps not so much at Bush Park region as at David. But it still makes a lot of sense when you put it into a football section. So I wonder, is Lebo Mothiba perhaps the ugly duckling? Is he the beautiful swan that is hanging around ducks? And by that, I mean, is he playing in the league that does not suit his football? Or is he just a bad player that shouldn't be playing football? Because I can take you back to his career back in France when he started it. What a player he was. A top goal scorer even at Strasbourg. He finished second one season behind PSG. That's how accoladed he was. He went on loan and his team said, we need you back, come back because we're not winning. That is Lebo Mothiba. But when you look at what's happened in the last season at Mamelodi Sundowns, with 11 appearances, he's only scored 1 goal and assisted in 1 the entire of last season. So I ask you, is Lebo Mothiba just a beautiful swan with beautiful ducks and therefore we're not seeing his beauty, Mahuta?
I like your story, Anile. That's a good story. Hey, Kumuzi Primary. First and foremost, I think we need to start with football. For football, Lebo Mothiba is a player. He can play as a number 9. He can help you in the hold-up play. He can score goals. We've seen he was a top goal scorer at Strasbourg. But did he go to a team that wants to play like that? Because a Mamelodi Sundowns team is a team that says to a striker, you need to move out of that target zone, come in the midfield, touch a little bit, even go wide and dribble and maybe cross for someone else. Is he capable of that? Or maybe he went to the wrong team. But I would think with these stats at Mamelodi Sundowns, he can't be happy with that. So he should be someone that is playing regularly. Maybe it's lack of game time as well, Shavul.
Yeah, ne injury because uke waba ne injury endega kakhulu. I think that injury loses a touch ne confidence because if you have a luxury equality of Mamelodi Sundowns, you should shine as a striker. But abatliki now it seems like PSL style as understanding the way PSL idlala ngakhona na Sundowns I'm understanding uLebo na himself ukuthi mele bamdlalise kanjani because njengoba shilo mawuthi uLebo umuntu ongamdlala ashaya ama hold but iSundowns ayidlali kanjalo. Sundowns iyadlala so like us he needs to be mobile and makaba mobile sometimes uya kuma wrong areas uthola ukuthi manje akasabi endaweni right laphayana la kumele abe khona lapho kula space to get ama goal.
Well, that's a conversation I'm hoping you're going to carry on there, Kai. Let's move on. Mazola Mlif is going to be giving us stories, including a big player at Mamelodi Sundowns. Well, he's about to be a big player, a young player that's moving. And also, Tatana, there was a lot this weekend. What do you have for us?
What does it mean? This is Soccer Zone. This is Okutela. What does it mean? But it happened. FNB Stadium, at Kings Park. But there was a goal scored at Amazulu and Pirates. But was it offside or not? Don't worry. This is Soccer Zone. It's Monday. We're going to tell you whether he should saseka or Saseka.
Well, appreciate it. Thank you so much, Tatu Hlungwane. Mazola's going to be up with the news in just a few. But again, still now again, with the transfer window still open. Mubuga iqembu lakho nje baselidlalile zwile uCardoso umqeqeshi kuMamelodi Sundowns ekhuluma ukuthi ke hayi fanele baqinise defensively mhlambe naphakathi nendawo naphambili wena iqembu lakho libonile. What do you think? Mazola Malefe is ready with the news.
Yeah, that's 100% accurate, Andile. He's a young player, a young left back, Tato Sibiya. He's about to potentially become a big, high-profile player. He's confirmed to be moving to French League One side, Lille, on an initial loan deal with the option to buy at the end of his spell there, should he impress. We'll see how that unfolds in the next coming weeks as well. But here's Coach Miguel Cardoso giving some advice to the young player who was promoted to the senior team just last season.
That the boy could be an important player for the future of Sundowns. We also know that he'll be an important player for the future of South Africa. And that's an opportunity that obviously is difficult to say no. And the club just had eventually to protect their own rights on the situation. So we are excited about that. We want to see him succeed. And we want to see him showing the character that he needs so that he speaks also about what kind of players we develop in the club and how he will get his affirmation will obviously make us very proud. I think he has conditions for, but he has still a lot to do there when he arrives. That's the challenge. It's a fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, Andile, on that one, I'm sure you have some thoughts on Tato Sibiya.
Yeah, Tato Sibiya at Sundowns, another young player gone. There's Letlaku that's looking to leave as well. There's offers for him. They've just let go of Tapelo Maseko as well. Mamelodi Sundowns releasing a lot of their young players, which is a team that likes to sometimes grow their talent. Yeah. What do you think of the Sibiya move?
Yeah, I think it's a good move for the young man. It's a big challenge. It's a great challenge as I told her, and I just hope mentally uzoba strong because Europe is a different weather, ukudla, zonke lezo zinto ziyacounter, but it's good to see young players going overseas. Ilento engihlale ngisho ngithi we can't compete kuma World Cup singanawo ama-player adlala overseas.
Which contradicts what we've heard Sundowns say a couple of times, to say we want to retain the best talent. We want to keep the best talent here.
Yeah, keeping the best talent here, it means also you have to pay the boy. I think that's the most important thing for a footballer as well, because if you look at Sibiya, he's only 20. So he can grow his career in Europe, make more money in Europe. I'm just not saying it's okay for him to only play in Europe because of the money, but he's got the talent, he's got the capability, great left foot. I think this club saw him also at the Under-20 World Cup. They must have been impressed by what he has done there. But he needs to go there also to liberate his family, make more money for himself, because if you go to Europe, you'll make more money. And he's got the talent. So it's okay for these young boys to go there. I think Sundowns are doing the right thing. Well, they've always been doing the right thing, because the City Sundowns are trying to release a player, but now they're letting these young players go overseas, get more experience. It's only good for the national team.
Yeah, I'm glad Mahuta is touching on keeping the best assets. That's what Mamelodi Sundowns are trying to do now. And I can tell you, they have offered another young player who was also at the World Cup with Tato Sibiya, Khumulimo Kekana. But I tell you what, Mahuta, he has rejected a new offer from Mamelodi Sundowns. His agent saying to the club, the offer, the personal package does not reflect the value of Khumulimo Kekana. So we'll see how this unfolds, whether he'll leave Mamelodi Sundowns initially on a free or they will find each other. The two clubs that have found each other is on a case regarding Leopard striker, former Leopard striker in Bethwell Muzweu. He's a Namibian international as well. Leopards got relegated, and Cape Town Spurs set a precedent with the DRC at the PSL that if you become an amateur team, it means that your players can leave for free. And this is what initially Sikukune thought, and there was a bit of a dispute around that. But I spoke to Chief Tidiela at Leopards this afternoon, and he confirmed to me that, Mazola, we've handed Sikukune the clearance, the player moving forward can start playing for his new club, Babina Noku, who face Orlando Pirates in the MTN 8 this weekend. And then a final story. He was spotted at FNB Stadium over the weekend, Thembinkosi Lorch, and a lot of people wondering where is his next step. At the moment, I can tell you, Wydad Athletic Club, where he's played before, Mars Fez of Morocco, the Botola Premier League champions, have tabled offers. But at the moment, Lorch feeling as though they do not also reflect his value, given the money that he's been paid currently at Etihad, where he was coached by coach Rulani Mukwena, who has since left to join Pyramid. So we'll also keep a close watch on Thembinkosi Lorch movements at the moment, wanted by 2 clubs in Morocco. So that's it from me, Ma'a. But for the rest, keep it locked on sabcsport.com.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it there, Mazola. Lots of football to still speak about. Blakey's makes his announcement into the big Premier League on debut in his very first season. Scores a hat-trick. Who is this boy?